Hi friends, this is your friend, soulful photographer Ashok. So today is the time when I'll be sharing with you many tips for street photography. And they are not conventional tips, that is my experience. In total, they may come to around more than 80, but very important. This is what I have experienced, each and every tip of that, and I've improvised on them for the last 12 to 14 years when I started very rigorously street photography and the people photography. See, naturally there are so many points, and this video might get a little longer. We'll take on the editing table, we'll decide to go with one or split them into 2 or 3. So I'll go by one. First of all, start seeing, stop looking. There's a little difference between these two. Seeing is when you are indulged. Just looking is you're not indulged at all. You're not with the subject, you're not in this space. Remember, all the time you create the image, not the camera. So for that, it is very important for you to get 100% in that space. Rather occupy that space. And these are not the pointers, it's just the intro kind of a thing. Another point which I find a little distracting, disturbing, we talk a lot about gears. I feel the gear you have is the ultimate gear in this world. That is the best gear. Whatever gear you have, it can be like off the world or it can be any other small brand. That is the best gear you have. Now we come to the pointers. I'll not name it 1, 2, 3, 4, but you may like it. Street photography is a slow process and a long game. This is not to be learned just in a day or 2 or a week or 10 days. No, it takes really months and years to be on the street and get absolutely used to the space or the spaces you visit. I put it this way, that another point is that the techniques, let them settle in subconscious. So those subconscious techniques plus the heart and soul is the art of photography. Without it, it's difficult. You may get excellent images, for sure, but it has to have some soul into it. The best of the images ever produced carry tons of soul, not the techniques. So the technique goes in subconscious, not a priority, but the most important point comes is the heart and the soul, your indulgence. See, whenever you enter a street, first get the feel of the space. Don't rush, take out camera and start shooting, unless you're very regular to that space. But still, I'll say, because every moment, every day, every hour is very different mood on the streets. Look around 360 degrees, which is very important. You don't know a street, what is happening, which angle, which space, which side. So that is another point. As a street photographer, it's always a fear of other. We carry a fear of other wherein as if the other is my enemy, or the other is going to, or I'm going to make harm to anybody. No. As a street photographer, you are not doing anything bad to anybody. Rather I'll say you're not doing anything bad to anybody morally, ethically. Rather, you are there to freeze some time. You are there to freeze some moments for life to come, for time to come. So let's move to the next point. Best way and the easiest way to learn street photography is visit fairs, carnivals, festivals. It's all happening around you. All the festivities, because during those times, the mood of the crowd is very different and they are indulged in themselves. So you get over the fear. So everybody is in a good mood. So that's that is how I started long back, and try to capture next to you. You need not to travel kilometers to start with. Just be next to your place. There's some market, some playground, some gardens. So just go there and start doing it and try to connect with the subject very honestly. I'll repeat, the other is you. We call it subject, but no. The other is you, is your extension, because the other person falls into your energy field. So you become one. Very important. And need to be absolutely clear why you are there with the camera. There has to be a reason. You want to create some wonderful stories or document something. So there has to be some reason why you're there, and be clear on that reason. So that reason will bring the style or the lighting or the complete detail in the image accordingly. We move to the next is the keen observation. Stay alert. In the street is just like a war zone. You don't know from where somebody will shoot. No idea what is happening, what is going to happen the next moment. A child walking down and suddenly the child jumps. Or somebody looks back. So somebody taps the shoulder. So too many things happen. Too many things happen in the street. So you have to be alert, absolutely, like a falcon. The prey is there, I have to be very alert. Your body language is the most important. I'll try on my every video to demonstrate that. How important it is your body language to win over the other. Use your feet more than the zoom lens. Your feet are better zooms. Go close, little away, hide a bit, or go up close. So that depends on the situation, and use your feet. With that gives you alertness as well. Be positive. Don't force yourself on the other. If there is little resistance, just move away. Because there are tons of images floating around you. Print your visiting cards or print your identity. Sometimes you need it for two reasons. To showcase if you are in a different space which is not your area, and it's always good to introduce. And if you want to, otherwise also, you can share your visiting card or your identity later if you want to share images with somebody. That's always easy. So definitely, you see, your card is very important. And sometimes, because nowadays it's very easy to get just in $50 or in Indian rupees, 500 rupees, you get your signature t-shirt or you get a signature shirt written or showcasing that you are a photographer. So the other knows that he is a photographer. So half the battle is won. Make friends, share images. That gives confidence to the onlookers, because you're conversing with somebody. They get the very positive vibes. Try to visit the same place initially when you're starting your photography sessions or learning it. Try to visit the same place so that the people know that this man comes every Sunday or this man comes quite often, and they see you. So that makes you comfortable, and naturally the complete environment is happy seeing you. Dress to the environment. Generally say that be like a crowd, be in the crowd. I'll add on to this. Wear that which is comfortable to you. In majority of the cases, I'll talk about myself. Majority of the cases, because my look is so different, and I wear hat, so I hardly get into the first statement, which is mixed with the environment. I always stand out. That is me. I'm confident about it. And this everybody knows, and being the first rule of the photography is the light is the most important or the key factor. But in street, it's not in your control. And majority of the time, so where the action is happening, light may not be very conducive. It may not be ideal lighting. But luckily, we can treat many things in the post. Learn the basic rules. Don't get fixed with them. Have courage to break them. What I mean to say is, be yourself. You're dealing with the art, not technology. You're an artist. I come from analog days when there were 36 frames, 12 frames, or so on and so forth. Or you're dealing with only one sheet, 4x5 or 8x10. Today, situation is absolutely reverse. Don't try to limit yourself to capture images. Shoot as much as you can. Everything is coming for free. You don't have to pay anything. See, you have to buy only once, you have to buy a card, and then you can use it a number of times. By doing so, you don't miss any situation, any event, any frame. Max is you have to delete a little more, which is fine. The more you shoot, more the learning is going to be. Again, very, very basic, or I'll say that is the start of the journey of as a street photographer is developing skills to choosing right angles, right light, proper lens or the focal length, and go on. These will go on. For that, there is only one way out. There is no shortcut. There's only one way out, which every photographer says: practice, practice, and go on practicing. So that every setting is subconscious. You don't have to look into the dials. It happens automatically. Know your camera and the settings. Let the camera be your body part. Come to that. Next one is very important. Be open. When you are in straight, be in a good mood, and you see the difference. The images will start unveiling themselves if you are in a good mood and vis-a-vis. So try it. I hope you're liking these videos. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, right? And I assure you, wonderful times and good content. See you in the next one. Thanks.